Hey guys, welcome back to Linda's Resin Room. So, since I failed the Larimar last time, I'm trying a different resin, and we're going to try Larimar again. So, I have the Resin Pro Epoxy Resin Eye Crystal. This is a 2-to-1 resin. It's very thin. It's kind of like water. So, it's 2 parts A, 1 part B. I have 150 gram measured out. And if y'all use Resin Pro, there is a discount code on these bottles. It says 10% discount. Resin Pro 10. Right there. If you all order Resin Pro, there's your discount code. But this is a really thin resin. And when Julie Cutts did her Larimar, because this is her recipe, she used a resin that was kind of like the Resin Pro Transparente, which I've never used. So I'm hoping this is kind of like it. Now, I'm going to measure out 40 gram here. You can see how thin this is. I'm hoping this will move better than the last resin I used. And I'll do a time lapse. That way we can see if it moves. The last one didn't hardly move at all. Okay. 40. Then I need 50. And that should leave us 60 in the cup. Okay. Now let's see. Okay. There we go. All right. 60 is our light color. My light color is going to be the magenta from Dr. P.H. Martin. Just going to give this a slight little shake. These are acrylic inks. So I'm just going to try 1, 2 drops first. You need a light, a dark, and a white. That is really light. Let's try 2 more drops. 1, 2, 4 drops total. I think that'll be plenty. I don't want to make it too dark, but I don't want it too light either. And we may lose our color. These two may combine. You can see how light that is. And very transparent. Could actually probably use a little bit more, but I'm worried I'll put too much. I think I'm going to do 2 more. Okay, so that'll be 6 drops. I don't want it streaky, so I want to make sure I'm mixing this up good. Okay, yeah, I think that's okay. Very light. Okay. 40 is our dark. We're using the turquoise blue, Dr. P.H. Martin's. Give it a good little shake here. 1, that's a bubble. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll just stick with 6. And I do have my black, my Miranda pigment dye black, in case I do need it. Because usually this has to be dark a little bit. These acrylic inks, you need to darken them up. And black helps to darken it. Changes the color just a little, but not a whole lot. And you see how light that is? So let's add a drop of our black. And we may need to don't want it streaky, trying to get it to mix up good. Let's see how it's darkened our color. There we go. Still very transparent. Okay, that's all I'm going to do with that. And then our white. I'm going to use the bloom paste. We're going to open it halfway, and we're going to mix it like we do a bloom. 1, 2, 3. Come on, drop. 4. All I'm doing is pushing this out till it bubbles up on the end and letting it drop on its own. 5. And with the bloom paste, it's 1 drop per every 10 gram of resin. And since I have 50 gram of resin, I did 5 drops of the bloom. I don't know why on my last one it looked so heavy and so solid white. Because I made it the white was very light. And it still just, it went all white. So I don't think the resin moved much. I don't think that resin was right for a Larimar. That's why we're trying this one. And we may get a Larimar. We may get something different. Who knows? I hope I get a Larimar. Because I'd like to do, if I can get the Larimar to work with this, then I can do a bloom. And then we can do the Larimar behind it like Julie does. And Pouring Your Heart Out. If you've not watched it, go to Pouring Your Heart Out YouTube channel. And you'll see her videos. She does an awesome job. This is actually her mold. She sells molds all on eBay. And I'll put the link for this one. That way if you guys like this mold and want to purchase from her, you can. She's probably got them on sale for Memorial Day. She puts her molds on sale for every holiday, it seems like. And usually it's about 10% off, which is really good. Alrighty. That is mixed up. You can see how thin that is. See how you can see right through that stick? Just like skim milk. Alright, guys. Now, get my little lighter here. Just going to pop a few bubbles. There's something floating in that one. See if I can get that out. I don't know if it's something off the stick or something just dropped in there. Come on. It's going to be easier if I can get it out now than when I pour it. There we go. Come on. There. Got him. Alright. Now, we just dump the white in. I'm going to scrape everything out of this cup because it will not, 150, I don't think fills this mold up. I used it before and for the last one and it didn't fill it up, so it's not going to fill it up this time either. Okay, that drop off of there. Clean this stick off. Now, we do our dark next. And what we want to do when we use this dark is we want that white to start coming over top of the dark. I'm going to find the center. Oh, it really did. It just stayed over the dark, didn't it? I've never had it do that before. It just kind of went right in that under the white and just, that's new. Let that drip. Okay. Maybe that means it'll work. Now we're going to do our clear under center and just dump our clear in, which did the same thing. I just hope this resin moves. Trying to get all of the resin out of the cup. Kind of smearing it around in there, I think. There we go. It's definitely going to be closed. It's so cool how every resin does something different. Okay. Let's get us some stones. Kind of did blue and pink, right? These are kind of purpley and golds, and I don't think we'll need anything other than these. I think those will look really pretty. All right, I'm just going to take my heat gun here and pop a few bubbles. Be mindful of the edge. Now let's drop some stones right in that center, and hopefully I don't put too many. Okay, those go down in there. They kind of get stuck in the crease of these boxes. Makes it difficult to close. I can pick them all up. There we go. Now, let's see if I can get those stones to kind of flatten out. They usually do. I'm going to do a little swirl here in the center like that. It's all going to move and change anyways. Alright guys, I am going to let this do a time lapse and see if it does anything. So I'll see you guys when it's time to demold this. Okay guys, so this is cured up. The time lapse, it looked so cool. It looks like the center kind of just drifted that way throughout the time lapse. So I'm hoping, it looks like it has worked on this end. We will see. I'm hoping it has. Oh, it has. That's really pretty. I do like that. So I have a Larimar. So now we can do a bloom and put a Larimar behind it. I'll use a different mold though. Alright guys, I'll see you back for the next video. Bye.